We were in the kill zone. The world was falling all around me. It has been well documented that several victims trapped in the towers made the conscious decision to leap from the building rather than burn to death. The choice is unimaginable for those watching. The air was so thick you could taste it. The smell of smoke and death competed with each other for supremacy. The scene was apocalyptic. We divided ourselves into two groups with a shared mission: find the wounded and bring them to emergency care. Once more into the fray, into the last great fight I'll ever know. We searched for wounded, but we only found bodies. The first indication I had that something was about to happen was I heard this kind of a high-pitched metal screeching on metal sound, and hadn't heard that before, and the officer heard it as well. And at that moment, I looked up, and at that moment, I saw the top of Tower 2, the South Tower, buckle. I knew I was, as we say in the Secret Service, I was on the X, meaning I was in a place I didn't want to be, and I had to get off the X. I was too close. I was less than 100 yards from the base of that tower. And my next thought was run. And it was just very clear, this ain't over. You're still in the fight. My small team, we finally arrived on the West Side Highway, where we rendezvoused with all of our other Secret Service brothers and sisters. And we entered a large room at that point, and we walked in, and we were just beaten and bloodied and haggard. And there was a large group of coworkers on the other side of the room. They were mostly in clean suits. And it struck me that courage is a choice. And we have that choice every day. And that image stuck with me. And on September 12th, the next day, I made a promise to God that I was going to spend the rest of my life getting my suit dirty. And that when it came time for me to punch out of this world, when the Lord calls me from this world and into the next, I said, Lord, bury me in a dirty suit. You know, God's timing is perfect. And I've been writing this book in my head for about 10 or 15 years. And it was a story that needed to be told. And it is my chance to share a terrible, a historical event, a terrible, a national tragedy, but at the same time, to share the gospel of Christ.